The cursed history of the Winchester Mansion. The fog drifts low across the hills of San Jose, softening the world into muted grays. As the sun dips behind the horizon, a sprawling silhouette emerges, the Winchester Mystery House. Its towers rise. Like jagged teeth, windows catching the last vestiges of light, reflecting shadows that seem to twist and writhe. The mansion is a cathedral of obsession, a monument to guilt and fear. The air hangs heavy with the scent of aged timber, dust, and something less definable, something alive. Every angle of the house feels wrong. Stairs climb to ceilings, doors open into walls, and hallways twist back upon themselves. Rooms branch into rooms without pattern, yet each space carries a sense of design. A design not meant for comfort or practicality, but for something else, something unseen. As you step closer, the wind carries the faint echo of a hammer striking nail on wood, though construction ceased decades ago. A shiver runs down your spine. For the mansion is not silent, it watches. At the center of this labyrinth was Sarah Winchester, widow of the rifle magnate, inheritor of unimaginable wealth, yet weighed down by grief. In 1884, a psychic allegedly warned her that the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles haunted her, seeking vengeance. Her only hope, the psychic said, was constant building, to appease the restless dead, to keep them from claiming her. And so she built, unceasingly, tirelessly, for 38 years. Day became night, became day again. Walls rose, stairs twisted, doors multiplied, hallways lengthened and bent. Rooms were constructed to confuse, to protect, or perhaps to invite. Locals whispered of her eccentricity, of a woman wandering the hills at twilight, hammer in hand, muttering to shadows. Some claimed glimpses of figures at windows pale, unmoving, watching from within. Others suggested the mansion shifted subtly when no one looked, hiding entire wings from view. The estate grew, sprawling in all directions, as if alive, breathing, shaping itself around the obsessions of its mistress. The mansion's quirks are unnerving. A hallway stretches endlessly, ending abruptly at a wall. A staircase ascends directly into the ceiling. Mirrors reflect shapes that are almost human, just out of clarity. Rooms bend light and angle in ways that unsettle perception. Even seasoned visitors feel the disorientation creep in, subtle at first, then overwhelming. Shadows stretch and flicker. Cold spots drop temperatures suddenly, unnerving the unprepared. Objects move inexplicably, and whispers seem to trail the unwary, calling names and voices half-heard, almost human. Staff who worked within the mansion told stories in hushed tones. A maid once recounted hearing footsteps echo behind her in empty corridors. A servant felt a hand brush her shoulder, warm yet insubstantial, as though passing through. Tourists tell of glimpsing a pale figure standing at the end of a hallway, still and watching, gone when blinked. Some insist it was Sarah herself, inspecting the labyrinth she could never leave. Others speak of something older, more patient. A presence feeding on fear and obsession. Sarah's legend grew as her mansion expanded. Workers disappeared, leaving tools and fires abandoned mid-task. Locals claimed the spirits demanded more than appeasement, that they required vigilance, ritual, and constant construction. Sarah moved furniture nightly, rearranged rooms, and walked the halls in isolation. She seemed to live half in this world and half in another, conversing with figures unseen, her eyes reflecting grief and fear. The mansion was her obsession, her prison, and perhaps a beacon for those who lingered beyond the veil. Visitors continue to feel it. Cold spots appear in rooms with no drafts. Footsteps echo down empty hallways. Cameras record shadows independent of light. Audio captures faint voices and knocks where no one stands. One family touring at night heard the cry of a baby in the servants' quarters, even though no infant had resided there for over a century. Others glimpsed pale forms at hallway ends. All accounts point to a presence that refuses to leave tethered to the labyrinthine structure Sarah left behind. Skeptics offer rational explanations. Floors creak with age, drafts create sudden chills, shadows mislead the eye. Pareidolia tricks the mind into seeing faces or figures in dark corners, yet patterns persist. Certain rooms repeatedly produce phenomena. Certain hallways echo with unexplainable sounds. Doors slam with no cause. Objects shift against gravity. Even skeptics admit some things in the Winchester Mystery House defy explanation, as if the mansion itself chooses what to reveal and what to conceal. Investigators enter at night, cameras and instruments in hand. The first step into the east. Wind brings a chill that presses on the chest. Dust hangs in candlelight, thick and suffocating. Floors groan underfoot. Distant hammering echoes faintly, though no one works here. Shadows flicker. EMF detectors spike. Audio picks up low murmurs. Whispers warnings. The mansion guides them, teases them, and tests them. Each step feels heavier than the last. Each room carries a weight. Each hallway seems to stretch longer than reason allows. In one corridor, a camera trap captures a shadow, tall and distorted. Moving faster than any human, doors slam simultaneously. The seance room pulses with unseen energy. Investigators feel pressure against their chests, slowing breath, intensifying dread. Footsteps, faint and quick, echo from above despite empty floors. A whisper, unintelligible yet urgent, urging retreat. Some back away. Others press forward. The mansion seems to breathe, alive in its own right, responding to fear, guiding attention. The climax occurs in the seance room. Candles flicker, though no draft moves the air. A shadow forms along the far wall, towering, indecipherable. Head tilts unnaturally. Eyes are the suggestion of eyes glow faintly. An impossible scream erupts, echoing across walls, vibrating the floorboards. Silence follows. Every instrument fails. Nothing records what occurred. The presence lingers, patient and ancient, then vanishes into the darkness, leaving only the faint scent of wood smoke and a cold that refuses to lift. Even in daylight, the mansion retains its unease. Crooked angles, twisting corridors, hidden rooms seemingly benign, yet the memory of night lingers. Staff recount shadows, whispers, fleeting figures. Visitors feel cold spots, footsteps, presences. The mansion seems to remember every person who enters, observing from ceilings, walls, floors, and corners. Sarah Winchester died in 1922. Construction stopped. Yet the mansion endures, a labyrinth of obsession, grief, and possibly something beyond comprehension. Every hallway, crooked staircase, hidden room whispers a warning. Some mysteries are never meant to be solved. Step inside. If you dare. The fog curls around the hills. The mansion looms, silent but alive. Sometimes in the quiet of night, footsteps echo. Whispers stir. The faint, insistent hammering reminds all who enter. The house waits. It is patient. It remembers. And it never truly lets go. Have you ever felt a presence in a place that should be empty? Walk the halls of the Winchester Mystery House, and perhaps you will understand. Some obsessions and some spirits are eternal. Fade to black. The distant sound of a door creaking closed echoes, followed by a soft whisper. Build.